Joey B, man, with stats in hand, spilling numbers like grains of sand. Fancy talking about diamond dreams, chasing players, whispering their schemes. Oh, Welsh, breaking it down real slow, voices howling in the radio's glow. Talking monsters on the baseball field, wizards swinging bats and magic shields. Fantasy baseball in the night, podcasters giving us that sight. Question marks and stars collide, dreams of glory never hide.
Welcome in, everybody, to FantasyPros MLB. This is Leading Off Live. It is me, Joey P. Joe Pisapia. With me, of course, is the Welsh, and it's all of you, the Peanuts, the Cracker Jacks, right here on the Twitch, twitch.tv/FantasyPros. That's the place to be Monday through Friday to watch us live for Leading Off. And, of course, you can always watch us on demand as well on the YouTube channel, FantasyPros MLB. So subscribe there, drop your comments. And if you subscribe to the Twitch as well, you could get a 1.5 times odds boost of winning our June giveaway, the Billy Wagner baseball, signed by old Billy Wags himself, Hall of Fame relief pitcher, a closer, a lefty, a flamethrower, all the wonderful things. We got a lot to get to today, as always. We got a rookie who hit not one, but 2 home runs in one game. We got some injury updates on some big names. But, of course, we got to start with a practice of patience being rewarded. I remember a few weeks ago, some people in some live streams getting a little salty about a couple of the guys we're going to talk about at the top of the show.
A few weeks ago?
And
just a few weeks ago about this guy?
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
No, I would say
think
a few
weeks.
months. Every single day of the season, this has been. I have seen this guy's name in every single chat we have done since the start of this season because he has not produced at the level people have been happy with. But it has been some form of production since day one still, even if it wasn't sexy, Joe.
No, but you know what is sexy, Welsh? Hitting 2 home runs in one game. Let's talk about Jac Caglianone of the Kansas City Royals. Wearing my Royals shirt today. Old school Bo Jackson version, by the way. Great performance by him. Really picking things up, Welsh, of late. Certainly the month of June's been very good to him as well. The only qualified hitters with a .270 batting average and a hard hit rate over 56%. Interesting company here for Jack. Nick Kurtz, James Wood, and Cags. Now that was an eye-opening stat for me. That's not something I would have ever guessed. In June, he's hitting .368 with 4 homers, 11 RBI, and 2 steals as well. Now he's on pace for 25 home runs. We knew the power was very slow to start. But Welsh, you've pointed out several times on the show, the deeper metrics were there. Patience was to be practiced. And right now that patience has been rewarded when it comes to Jac Caglianone.
Absolutely reward. Funny too, because the one thing that we held on to last year as kind of, well, a couple things, incredible bat speed. And we were just like, man, it's really nice that his strikeouts were low. That's reverted in a bad direction, 29%, something we should, have a little bit of hesitation towards. But everything else has been improvement across the board. Barrel rate, 12 to 15.9%. Launch angle, he's doubled it. His hard hit rate last year was 42%. It's 57% this year. He has got more walks. His expected batting average, this might be a shock to you, his expected batting average is higher than his .275. He's doing everything. He's pulling the ball in the air. He's getting it in the air. He hits it super hard. He is a top 10 percentile guy. I mean, hard hit, barrel, average exit velocity, expected slug, his overall bat speed. These are all in the top quadrants of baseball, top 10 percentiles actually there. But yeah, I mean, this was he wasn't getting the homers, and that was the big cry. Everybody was tearing, with Jack. And then all of a sudden, it's well, guess what? It started to click. But during that time, that was where, you and I would get on here and just be like, yeah, it's not great. It's not awesome, but this isn't the guy you want to give up on. And then when that happens, you kind of miss out on this opportunity. So yeah, Cags is there. I'm a buyer of what this is the rest of the season. This was the Jack that was promised. There might be some little bit of negatives in the future. His BABIP's a little bit high, and that strikeout rate's a little bit worrisome. But what you hope is it just balances itself out. And even if he's a 250 guy, he's going to hit 30-plus homers now. That's the type of path that he's working on. We have to see the homers obviously still go and whatnot. But he's in a great space right now, and he has been absolutely red hot.
The interesting thing, though, is because the homer started slow, he's only on pace for 25, and the RBI total pace is also not stunning. It's nowhere near what you want it to be. but that's also large in part to what's not happened around him too. I mean, Vinny Pasquantino's done nothing. Michael Garcia's done nothing in his lineup. The Royals were massively disappointing this year offensively, even with Bobby Witt. So
everybody but Bobby Witt, by the way, just not you picked on those two, but also Salvi has been trashed this year. There's no other complemented players that have really been out there, which has been the unfortunate side of like what they've done. And now Jack is getting hot. Is like Vinny had the hamate issue. Michael hasn't gotten going. It's just like they need more than Jack and hopefully Bobby's going to be okay. But Jack picking up the slack.
Jack picking up the slack, baby. Also, more for injuries than anything else, the next player we're going to talk about also has been much maligned in fantasy baseball. Last year, there was certainly breakout second half, but again, a slow start this year, panic people, couple injuries this year, but Wyatt Langford has been back, and he has been strong since his return. 2 for 4, 3-run home run, helped the Rangers win a 4-3 game with the Padres. Langford has 3 home runs in 4 games. 5 homers in his last 15 games this month, hitting 317, 369 with a 633 slugging percentage. And if you look at these numbers here since coming off the IL too, over 1,000 OPS right now. Wyatt Langford, another guy who's been tearing it up right now for the Rangers, and another player that if you bought low or if you just held on, looks like they could. I mean, it feels to me, Welsh, like we are poised for Jac Caglianone and Wyatt Langford to potentially have very big second halves. And I think still have the potential, even though we are close to the end of June, as being league-winning players. If, and it's a big if, but if, again, they can really deliver on that second half of July, August, September, because we are halfway through the season now. If they all have monstrous second halves, they will win people leagues, especially if they weren't drafted, if they were acquired on the cheap.
Yeah, that's the better way to put it, because I would argue Wyatt Langford is probably not a league winner to someone that took him in the 3rd or 4th round. But, you know, I remember when I put out that tweet about him being out here and re-injuring his hand, all it was Ranger fans and stuff screaming, people being like, I'll never draft him again. He's the worst ever. And I think a lot of people dropped him. And I think Van Rod just acknowledged, like, this is a good pickup. If you picked him up, this is going to be a huge boon for you. But it's going to be really hard. And even if Wyatt Langford from now on does what Wyatt Langford was supposed to do, you had 2 months where it really wasn't happening. And that just kind of hurts your fantasy side of the equity of where you drafted him. So I think drafted people, I would not claim him to be a league winner. I think Jack is a lot more still in that category, even though he was slow to go. The cost wasn't as high. But yeah, if you picked up Wyatt Langford, this is why sometimes, like, are you going to come on here and just be like, listen, I don't have anything to like necessarily back it up, but it's just like super talented players you think are going to break through. Langford doesn't have enough historical stuff maybe to get that extra little boost where you're just like, oh, you know, I've watched him so much and we know he's got this storied history that, or Jack to be frank, but both of these guys, like, they're talented enough to have made that bet on that you just want to hold on little bit longer so you're not losing them. And yeah, it's hilarious that these are the 2 guys, by the way. We're starting the show off with them. These 2 guys, when everyone's just crying about them for a month, and now they're picking back up. And rightfully crying, by the way. Specifically Langford, because he looked like he was washed.
But let's put it in context here. Let's say April and May are both just throw them out, no good for these guys. Both have been killer in June. If they finish well in June, that still gives you 2/3 of the year potentially where they are very useful in fantasy. And I think most players will have a down month or 2 in a season. When you look at that, whenever I do the Black Book profiles every year, I'm always looking at, like, you know, how was the April, May, June, you know, go through month by month, and the guys who are consistent are always the greatest. But you see a lot of inconsistency. You see guys who have down Junes or down Augusts, right? But it doesn't hit the same as a down April or May because it's early and the sky is falling. And we're all excited about fantasy baseball. So we all lose our minds when guys don't perform very well. But if you took Wyatt Langford's injured and bad April and just stuck it in the middle of the season, sandwiched between 2 other thirds that were spectacular, everybody would just talk about what a great season Wyatt Langford would have.
You know, it's a great point. Because like if you would have had 2 really good months of the player and then they have that bad month, you're going to be just beside yourself at the thought of cutting a guy. But when a guy comes out the gates 3 weeks of crap, people just, you know, in one ear, out the other, done with the player. You're 100% right. There's nothing you can really do about it.
No.
Unless you want to start having like consistency focusing on fantasy if you can't stomach it. I mean, if inconsistencies really kill you in fantasy, and you know that's something that is a crutch of yours where you just can't hold on. You should play Roto. Like Roto, you can kind of make do with a lot of these ups and downs more than you can head to head, because to be fair, the 6 weeks of struggle on a Wyatt Langford affects you a lot more in a head to head than it does Roto, because if you're 1-5, the climb back up is a lot tougher than what you would have for the strength of a player being awesome on the back half of a Roto season.
William Contreras was awesome yesterday, 4 for 5 with a 3-run home run. Nick Kurtz, 2 for 4 with a walk and a home run as well. Pete Alonso up to 18 homers now with his blast on Sunday. And guess who? Dillon Dingler. The Dingler was out again on Father's Day. There you go, Welsh. It's good to have the Dingler out on Father's Day with another dinger for Dingler.
There's got to be a Alvarez, day to bring it out. Bring it out on Father's Day.
Father's Day and your birthday. Those are the only days. Yordan Alvarez. Also, a home run for you, Welsh, who picked him this weekend for home runs. CJ Abrams, 2 for 4 with a home run and a double. Nice day for him as he continues to have a great season. I want to do a little deep dive for a second on some infield guys, because we had the Jose Ramirez injury last week. And 2 guys that might be able to maybe help, again, in the short term, who happen to be picking up a little steam. I want to start with Caleb Durbin. 2 for 3 with a double against the Mariners. Awful start to the season. Just absolutely wretched.
Horrid.
But in his last 20 games, hitting .278 with 4 home runs, 13 RBI, and 4 steals. Not a guy that's highly rostered or highly thought of still. Durbin could be one of those guys. And the other guy, Bryce Elder, I want to talk about him, who we've mentioned before on the show as well, on some of the waiver pickups or the streaming shows. 3 for 5 with a double, 2-run home run yesterday. Big output by the Orioles over the Dodgers, 12-1 yesterday. Alexander's been swinging a good bat also since taking over that starting third base job from Kobe Mayo. He's 27 years old. He's gone 21 for 48. That's .438 batting average, 2 home runs, 9 RBI in 15 games. Also has 2 stolen bases. So, Bryce Elder, Caleb Durbin. I'm offering these guys up as tribute for those of you that have lost Jose Ramirez. Are they super exciting? No. Are they swinging hot bats right now? Yes. So I'm going to put this to you, Welsh. Between those 2 guys, who is more intriguing to you as a replacement for Jose Ramirez in a realistic league where there's just not a lot to choose from at third base?
Yeah, this is a good one too, because I have just like a long history with these guys, specifically Durbin. Durbin, in 2 years of the AFL, I've always loved watching. He really was consistent when he was out here, and he has lost that in Boston. So I do want to give the potential that things are turning around. He doesn't strike out, he doesn't whiff. That really works in his favor. Surprisingly for his size, there is home run pop. He does have 5 homers while only hitting .215. He steals bases at a high clip and stuff. That's all great. I just have a kind of a distrust towards him, where Blaze legitimately annoyed me when the Diamondbacks moved him off, especially when you look at their team right now. Losing Jordan Westburg has helped in creating this time, and I think Blaze can continue this. They're on different paths. They're hitting almost 100 points difference, where I think there's some growth you would look at with Caleb Durbin, and then you have to ask yourself, what do I trust with Bryce Elder? And I think there's enough to trust to keep holding. The stolen bases are good. I don't think there's insane home run pop, but again, Durbin is going to be inconsistent. He's got a .306 expected batting average. Bryce Elder does. He's up there in his average exit velocity. You'd be shocked about this. One of the best in the league. Top 8 percentile of the league at 92.5. We've talked about launch angle sweet spot. Again, the Mookie Betts stat where you hit the ball in a way that you can get the ball in the air consistently. You can get that launch angle. His launch angle has increased. Strikeouts aren't a big crazy problem. Like I said, he steals. I'm into Blaze. I think Blaze is just a great pickup right now. Not to say that Durbin isn't, but if I'm picking between the 2, I'm going to go with the guy that's had a high batting average before he was traded into when he's been traded in an offense that I think is going to start to get going here soon. So I really like Blaze.
I like that there's multiple guys named Blaze in the Major League Baseball universe right now.
Who's the other?
Blaze Jordan.
Oh, yeah, Blaze Jordan.
Bryce Elder. Everyone's named Blaze and Laser.
Now I want to do the stupid question, though. Is that his real name? It can't be his real name. It's got to be the nickname. What is his real name? I'm looking here.
I feel like these kids' names are Blaze.
But who's waking up and being like, I'm going to name my child Blaze. Blazer.
Michelle.
Blaze, yeah. Michelle.
It was
Laser,
on this weekend.
Blazer.
That show was flipping around. I actually caught that scene when they're at the bar. He's introducing everybody.
Yeah, his real name is what is
Blaze.
this? How do you say this middle name? Chaney, Chanee, Blaze Chaney Alexander,
Shanae.
Blaze
Shanae.
That's
Amazing.
Everything about him is interesting, and he is, by the way, one of like the nicest dudes on the planet. He's a great guy. So
Who? Blaze Jordan or Blaze Alexander?
Yeah, Blaze.
Oh,
Shanae. I've never met Blaze Jordan, so that is weird that there's multiple Blazes. So good on the Blazes.
Multiple Blazes.
Lasers.
Lots of Bryces too. One who's not going very well right now, Bryce Elder. 8 runs over 6 innings. Things have been crashing down for Bryce Elder. Just want to take everybody through the last couple months. In April, 6 games, 2.19 ERA. We're like, oh wow, Bryce Elder's been really good. That can't last. May, 5 starts, 3.41 ERA. We're like, okay, this is a little bit more realistic. 1.14 whip. Okay, I think we still feel pretty good. Maybe Bryce Elder has turned a corner. Well, he's smacked right into a brick wall in June. 4 starts. He's got a 7.7 ERA with a 1.67 whip. Is it too late to get out from Bryce Elder?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody believes Bryce Elder. I mean, the 3.71 ERA, is it too late? Could you, like, have some foddery? Could you get Blaze Alexander?
ERA is 3.48. That's you know what? Maybe you could.
Yeah,
maybe that's a deal you make.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, this is tough for me just because I think, like, this is one of those where even when all the numbers say good things, I was like, I'm not a Blaze Elder guy that this is going to hold.
I agree.
But yeah, you're
Bryce,
right.
Not Blaze. Don't
Bryce.
name
I'm sorry.
Blaze.
I'm like still seeing Blaze in the chat.
Blaze Elder. Everyone's named Blaze today.
Yeah, I would say if you can move off, I would be trying to move off.
Did
you ever go through that with your kids, like where like the modern names versus like like more classical names, and you see and it's just like
when
everyone.
I was a kid, everybody was named Jennifer or Michelle or things like that. Those are all the girl names. All the boys' names were like.
Yeah, Chris and Michael back in the, but then like when my kids, it was like every kid was like Aiden or Jaden or Spaden.
Or Jackson. Everyone's like Jackson or and they're all spelled differently too. Gotta love that one.
Blaze.
All right, let's get to the rookie lookie and start with JJ Wetherholt. 3 for 5, not 1, but 2 homers, 3 ribbies, 3 runs scored. What a day for JJ. Loving this. Very exciting the dugout here. Picture of him on the YouTube channel. Again, JJ Wetherholt, Kevin McGonigal, the Short Kings have carried the rookie class. It's been awesome to watch, and a great day for JJ Wetherholt. And I'm waiting, Welsh. Do you think this week we get Joshua Baez to come up and join him? Because he had another home run this week.
I think he's at like
another
25 or something.
He's got
like
65 home runs. If his name was Blaze, I bet he'd be up. Blaze Baez.
That's actually. Sometimes that works.
6 to midnight on that one.
Blaze Baez. I actually really like that. I have a question. Maybe. I mean, what do I know? Like what they do. Who do you want in fantasy higher next year? JJ Wetherholt or Jordan Walker? Which one is higher?
Oh, wow. That's a great one. It's got to be Jordan Walker, but they can't be far apart.
It can't be. I mean, you look at the
Jordan Walker
stuff.
looks like a 40 home run guy right now. But if you're
Wetherholt
in a 5
might be like,
outfield league.
He might be a 25-20, like 275 middle infielder like that. I mean, JJ Wetherholt might be on the like Francisco Lindor range. I think that's a fun question.
They're definitely top 40 players.
I think they actually might both be 3rd rounders if we're being honest. Like, I think you got to get out of the first 2 rounds. Jordan Walker might push it if he does hit like 40 or whatever. But I don't know. I kind of like in a vacuum. I want to say like JJ Wetherholt, but that's a really tough one.
This is funny from BD. Blaze Baez definitely plays travel ball, has 8 bats and 10 sliding mitts. Yes, and he's got a full, like the eye black that he has. He's just like, instead of like the little sticks, he's just got like this just like spray paint eye black.
You know, it's funny. I was driving by Surprise Stadium where the Rangers and Royals do their spring training, and it was like one of I don't remember what day it was. It was on the weekday. I had to run out real quick, and it was like midday, like early midday, and there was a full travel ball thing there, and I was like, what's going on? First off, it's there. What's going on here? It was like noon, and it's in Arizona, and it's 100 degrees, and you just forget like that's life. I was just like, don't these people have like lives and have to do things? And it's like, nope they don't.
Well, they do. They do, but they've chosen this.
They have Blaze Baez. Yeah, they're banking on Blaze Baez.
Well, it's so funny too because the drip as a travel coach myself, the drip for different sports is very interesting. You know, the drip for the baseball kids
Yeah.
versus like the flag football girlies and things like that. Like everyone's got, like just different looks, different drip. It's very interesting. Did I freeze for a second? Is that what I'm?
Oh, you
realizing?
100%. You actually froze in a really great way when you had your hands like this, like praying. And I was like, Joe's really like
Cover of my album. That's what it is. Faith plus
a
one.
serious thing.
Carson Benj, 1 for 3 with a home run. Braden Montgomery, 2 for 4 with a run scored. Chase Burns, 5 innings, struck out 7. The Yankees. Seth Hernandez, 8 strikeouts, 6 scoreless innings for him at high A. And Cade Anderson, 8 more strikeouts and 6 scoreless innings for him. So, okay, Mariners, good job. Way to
You
waste
can
a
go
bunch
and
of
do
starts
your piggybacks or whatever you're going to do. I had to put this on here, Joe, in the fun facts because
Yes, I
know
see that.
you hate the weekends. Joe hates the weekends. Doesn't care if Kyle Schwarber hits 3 homers. Doesn't care if another. I actually think you just hate cycles now. I'm going to just throw this out here. I don't care if it was 3 days
I
ago.
thought he didn't hit a cycle.
No,
he
did
triple
hit a
short of
cycle. Bryce Harper hit a cycle, and then he almost hit another cycle because that's
that
the stat.
confused me.
Bryce Harper came a triple short of a cycle after hitting for the cycle. The last player to finish one, they call it element, short of a cycle in a game was his teammate Trey Turner, who did that with the Nationals when they were in 2017. But do you hate cycles? Is this a stat that you are not a fan
But I
of?
proved this in our conversation with our producers after, which are cycles are way more common than people think.
Do you hate
And
3
they
home
happen
run
every
games?
year? No, but it's the 4 home run games and the multiple home run games that are actually
is the 4
harder to
home
find than the cycles by a
I
lot.
don't disagree with the 4 home.
What did we say? It was something like there was 25 of them versus like 400 something cycles. Like we got the answer in our conversation.
Yeah, I completely agree. 4 homers are overcycled. I don't even think that's a question, but I think we can officially announce you hate cycles because you didn't even put it on the show sheet.
Was that
today.
during the Freddie Peralta game where he gave up 10 runs? Was that on Friday that he did that?
No, I think this was Saturday. He hit it Saturday because then he almost also did it on Sunday,
That
which
was
was
the
the
tweet
most
of the
fun
weekend.
fact of you of all time, by the way. Like, I don't like these fun facts. That was the most Joe fun fact I've ever seen in my life. A guy
I'm
almost
glad it
hitting
made the
another
show.
cycle after a cycle. It's crazy.
I like that you're showing initiative, putting stuff in the show sheet that makes you excited.
Another fun one that I don't know if you saw, Wonky did put. We really should have put this.
Well,
in.
Wonky, this was a tweet somebody had, which was Freddie Peralta had a triple double where he had the 10
Phenomenal.
runs and the 10er. Hilarious. I don't know who that person was that had that tweet. It was very funny.
I just saw Wonky
That
put
was
it in
the
our
tweet of the
private
weekend.
chat. It was
No, but
great,
that was
yeah.
a tweet somebody had and it went viral and it made me laugh on Saturday morning when I saw it. I was like,
What was
that's
it? 10
clever.
hits, 10 earned runs, and 10...
10 runs. 10 runs, 10 earned, and 10 hits.
Well, that's kind of... That
10
was cheating a little bit. That's a fun tweet, but you needed it to be like... Not
I don't know. It's still pretty
runs and earned
spectacular.
runs or like...
It might have been 10 hits, 10 runs. I don't know. It was awful. I'm so glad
but
it
you
happened
do
on my
officially
bench.
hate cycles. We can put that to bed.
I
Cycles
don't hate
are no
cycles,
different than a 3-hit
But the
game
weekend
for
is
you.
had he done it yesterday, it would have been in the show sheet.
Well, I know it
He
would have
didn't
been
do it
yesterday. But I'm just saying
All I
that
saw was
a-
he fell a triple shy of the cycle. I saw that, and I was like, oh, that would have been... And I actually thought to myself, that would have been funny. I didn't realize he had a cycle over
the day
weekend.
before.
I missed
He
that.
did it the same game.
I was
believe
watching
that-
He-Man Saturday.
That Kyle Schwarber
I
hit
went to
3
see
homers.
He-Man. And it was
How was it?
fun. It was fun. It was like Thor Ragnarok, like, with less depth.
It's
So
not
if you
a
like
great-
Thor
it's-
Ragnarok, well, I don't know. I like Thor.
Oh, you're
Ragnarok.
getting worse. You're like Thor Ragnarok, and you're like, oh. And then you're like, less depth.
I
You're
said
like,
Ragnarok.
oh.
I didn't say the last one. Ragnarok.
Oh,
is
yeah, no,
great.
you're right. I was thinking of Love and Thunder or whatever.
Not Love and Thunder. Ragnarok is terrific. It's very tongue in cheek. It's very fun. It was weird. If you were a
Never mind.
big He-Man dork as a kid, like I was, I was a child of the '80s, so like I was 5, 6, 7 years old during the peak of He-Man, and I still have the Castle Grayskull. It's in the closet right there.
You should have got it out.
Maybe tomorrow we'll break
You
out the
should
Castle
get it out.
Grayskull.
You should dress
Here's my
like
Castle
He-Man.
Grayskull, and here is my He-Man figure and my Skeletor and
Can
all
you
of my
dress
figurines.
like Can you dress like He-Man for us, please?
Sure.
If we can get 31 more followers to 5,000 on Twitch, can you be dressed like He-Man tomorrow?
Well, it's funny because you know how all the you were young for He-Man, right? So like
not a
all the
Fisto
He-Man
guy,
characters, right? All the He-Man characters had silly names. Like the guy who looked like a bee was Buzz Off. The guy who had the big giant metal fist was Fisto, right? So the concept was they moved, they saved him as a child by moving him to Earth. he's on Earth and he's trying to draw all the pictures as a kid to remind himself of home. So he named everybody like of what he remembered them looking like. So
that was
when
in
he
the
comes
cartoon.
back, he's like, "Hey, Ram Man." He's like, "Why are you calling me that? That's not my name." He's like,
Is that the
"Yeah, but you
movie
ram
or is this
stuff."
like the
No, it's in the movie.
The Thor
in the cartoon.
lore?
No, it's in the movie, which was funny because it finally justified all the ridiculously dumb, simple names of the characters. So I thought that was fun. It was clever.
It's
clever.
It sounds like a great
fun.
time. Sounds like
It was a good time. It was a good time.
Good.
Welsh has no whimsy. He doesn't
That's
like
why.
whimsy.
That's why you didn't see the cycle. You missed a cycle for.
You
He-Man.
were like a
Got it.
Ninja Turtle kid, right? Because you're like
Oh
5 years
my
younger than me.
god!
That's the
I
difference.
mean, you absolutely
That's the
nailed
difference
me.
between
Yep.
me and Welsh.
100%.
He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers. You are Ninja Turtles and
X-Men.
X-Men.
It was definitely X-Men. Ninja Turtles absolutely owned the day. A little bit of Power Rangers too. I was right in that Power Rangers before it was not cool.
No Power Rangers.
Oh, you could connect them all and. It's like,
yeah, but I was early.
but Ninja
high
Turtles,
school
you
by
nailed it. I had the pizza thrower. I wish I still had that. Remember the truck that shot the little pizzas?
We've
out?
gotten so far off track. I hope people are enjoying this. I hope everyone's enjoying it.
Our
When'd you
toys.
get back to talking baseball?
All right,
Ups
buddy.
and downs. Bryce Harper, 3 for 5 with a solo home run, but not a cycle. Screw him. Ivan Herrera, 3 for 5 with a home run. Lots of good days for hitters yesterday. And here's the live and die of the weekend edition, right? Robert Gasser nailed it. 7 strikeouts. He was one of the pitchers I talked about. But the other pitcher I talked about leads the down. Stephen Kolek, 9 earned runs. Terrible. So I guess that's a push for me. So hopefully you had Gasser and not Kolek. Dustin May, no decision for him. 6 earned. So all the good Dustin May work down the drain.
Yeah.
Boo.
Thanks,
And
Seth.
Emmett Sheehan, 6 runs, 8 hits, 3 1/3. Emmett Sheehan's had a weird year, Welsh. Just a weird season for him.
Yeah, let's take
I don't know how else to put it.
Little quick look here. Ooh, yeah, 5.32 ERA. This is definitely after this
Because he's
last
like a
one.
4 2/3, 5-inning pitcher. He has some strikeouts, but he has some blow-up starts, and it's just very unforgiving. It's a
Well,
weird
you know,
year for Sheehan.
the resurgence of Wrobleski is the thing that puts him on notice because,
Oh my
like,
God. That sounds like the worst Eastern European novel ever.
resurgence of Wrobleski.
The resurgence of Wrobleski. Sounds like he's coming back to power from like.
Sounds
being
like something Nicolas Cage is
excommunicated.
going to star in. He's going to star in the resurgence of Wrobleski. I started Spider Noir last night too, by the way, which is hilarious.
Mr. President, Mr. Wrobleski's returning. My God.
Wait, hold on. We have a resurgence of Wrobleski intact.
Oh
My God. But my point is the resurgence of him, Roki Sasaki.
My God.
Exactly. I think Emmett Sheehan could be a guy on the outside looking in. You know what I mean? Like that. I also wonder if they were to make a big trade. He's definitely made himself a little bit more tradable, but he does have a 4 expected ERA. He does have a 26% K percentage, and he has around a almost 7% walk rate. On the surface level, like the ERA is not really super great, but like that other stuff is good. But dude, guys are they're launching the ball on him. They're barreling the ball on him. His fastball is getting beat up. And his fastball, what early on was a little bit of an excuse I would give, it is a full mile per hour down, and it has just continued on the season. I don't think that's helped, obviously. So yeah, he's looked really mediocre. It hasn't been good. He's not very rosterable, to be honest. The Dodgers keep him rosterable, but it's just not out there. Oh, by the way, I meant to share this. I can't because my phone is my camera, but we're going to have to retire Max Velocity. I don't know if Seth wants to look this up real quick, but did you know, I found this out last week, there is a YouTuber named Max Velocity. There's a full-on YouTuber. There's only one X, but can you guess what they are real quick? What their YouTube channel is about?
It's got to be a car channel, right? A car
You're
racing
just
channel.
never gonna guess it. Try. I'll give you 2 more guesses.
Max Velocity.
Car's a great
It's a
guess. It's a YouTuber.
It's a YouTuber who plays video games. They all do.
Incorrect. One more.
Max Velocity. He's a runner. It's a fitness channel.
You're closer. That is great. He's a weatherman. He is a weather guy. That's right, Life with 5. He is a weather guy. He's one of those guys. He has an entire YouTube channel of predicting weather, sends people out. It's crazy. The guys on the Yak uncovered him, and I heard them say Max Velocity, and I went, huh? I did
That's
like a
not
double
his
take.
real
Like,
name.
huh? Duh. Yes, it's not his real name.
So it's
but
not
that's
his real name, so you can't copyright a name.
But that's his stage. Well, no, it's his stage name.
He's got more YouTube followers than we do. That's ridiculous.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
That pisses me off
It's
right there.
crazy. It's crazy.
That, you know what? Peanuts and Cracker Jacks, that's on you guys.
Do you have
Seriously.
can you even show the YouTube channel, Seth? Did you have it?
I don't want to give this guy the time of day.
It's a weather guy. We're not competing with him. Maybe we could get
Max
him to do
Velocity
some
7,
weather.
the resurgence of Wrobleski. Wrobleski was sleeper agent for KGB for 25 years. Now he's come back.
We're going to
And
real
he's out
copyright
for
issues
blood,
with this
Welsh.
weather guy. This weather guy's
He's
coming
out.
after us.
Max, you have to save the world from Wrobleski. No prisoners for you. Let's
I
get to
don't
the
get it.
injuries. Francisco Lindor won't be activated right away for 0-4 after a game on Sunday for rehab. Diamondbacks, Jordan Lawler. Is there I'm starting to think like this is the worst luck I've ever seen from a play. Like this is just, I laughed out loud when I saw this.
I had like 7 different messages from people being like,
I saw it
"What's
and I
this
literally,
feel?"
because I traded him in a giant like player package for another player. You know, it's like one of those cash-in deals. Like, here's a bunch of my prospect
Those
guys.
player
you
for
give
player
me, like,
trades, yeah.
You know, it was a deal where I got
Those.
Joe Ryan in it. It was like a couple prospects, and one of them was Lawler. And I just laughed out loud. I was like, I can't even believe this guy. Like, you just can't make this stuff up.
He's along the lines where you just put your hands up and be like, we don't need to do this.
It's
You know
not
what I
Royce
mean?
Lewis yet, but it's
No,
on
it's
way.
100%. It's just not Royce Lewis because he doesn't have like an extra year of going. Royce Lewis plays more games than him. Mind you, again, Jordan Lawler had 3 years of prospect eligibility. I've never seen that. I've never seen a guy lose his prospect eligibility 2.5 years after his debut. He's always hurt. It's insane. It's comical. And this has to be injury plagued, or injury prone. I forget the difference between them, but it is laugh out loud hysterical at this point. And by the way, the Diamondbacks lost their best pitcher, Mike Soroka, going on the IL. What went from winners might be sellers or buyers into sellers here in the very near future. It's really rough out there. But yeah, I think I'm at the point it's not worth holding on to Lawler. You asked me a question last week of like Lawler or somebody else. It was anybody else at this point. It's embarrassing. I don't remember who it was though.
So this Max Velocity guy has 2 million subscribers. Like, this is a massive channel.
And that's why I was
But I don't
so
understand.
shocked.
He's just an independent weather guy. Like, he just does this.
He's just
So instead of like working for the Weather Channel or anything like that, he just does weather.
He
so
is
people get their
the Weather
from
Channel. He is the Weather Channel. He is like Weather
accurate
Channel holds
and
nothing
honest
on him.
forecast. You know what? I
Yeah.
like the look of him too.
Oh,
He
he's
seems
got a
like
radio
just
voice. He's like, "Hello, everybody. It's a Max
Oh, I can't
Velocity."
hear him right now because I'm listening to you. I can try to listen. Oh, okay. Now I'm listening to him.
Yeah, he's got
We've
the
got
radio
another
voice.
one right here for you.
And he does national, and that's why I was so shocked that we did Max Velocity like a year or 2 ago or whatever it was, and that he has existed this whole time and is so much bigger than us, and nobody brought it to our attention. But
That's right.
now
You know what?
you all know.
That's cool. Max Velocity, cool. Good for him. He does his thing. You can't copyright a title. Sorry.
Someone see if there's
we're
a
not
Blaze
doing
bias out there, so we're not doing that too. So we're not
Yeah,
screwing up.
let's get that IP on that right away.
Yeah.
X-rays were negative on Jared Jones' elbow. He got hit in the elbow. Connor Griffin rehab assignment starts sometime this week. Teoscar Hernandez also today begins his rehab assignment. Severino goes to the 60-day IL. Jack Leiter has a right ankle
Your buddy.
impingement. He goes to the IL. My best friend Mick Abel. His arm did not bounce back after his 20-pitch bullpen, so he's going to be shut down for a while. Liam Hicks goes to the IL. Griffin Conine comes off the IL. And Brandon Woodruff was activated today for the series opener against the Reds. So we'll see.
I
how
don't
that
believe you, but okay.
goes. I don't. Well, we shall see. Let's take a look at the home run board. What happened over the weekend? I did not get any. Oh, man. Look at me. I'm a disgrace.
You didn't have Schwarbies with his 3. I mean, you wouldn't have known if you got the 3 bombs, but ooh, you going down the list.
I have gone way down the list. I'm at number 6 now. High Cubbies at 35. I'm 6 off the lead. I don't know, man. I was flying close to the sun there. Soto jersey up for grabs. So I still got plenty of time. It was a big weekend for home runs. I just needed 1 or 2 to keep pace. I did not get any.
The question is not about the time allotted; it's the time that you will be given. Because
I've got 6 weeks left. I got 6 weeks.
Based on schedules, I think you got a little less than 6 weeks if you're talking about on this show. But my point was going to be, what are you going to do off show? Are you going to keep continuing on the contest?
Depends on
when
where
you
I
turn
am.
over to football?
If I'm in the top 5, I will keep picking home runs, despite everybody.
All right.
I'm going with Byron Buxton today. Byron Buxton today, and I like your pick. Actually, he was one of the guys I was considering, Welsh.
Yes, I'm going with Jackson Uriot. Give me Jackson Trio against Brady Singer. As I always say, Brady Singer, what? Stinks. So we are going to always go against him. This is in Cincinnati, so it's a good spot for the red hot Jack Centurio to give me a couple bombs. Greatest gift of all time would be for me to have jumped you right before you leave. It's almost damn near impossible, but boy, would it be beautiful.
All right, it's time, everybody, for the best bets of the day, brought to you by Hard Rock Bet, Florida Sportsbook. And man, the World Cup has been very exciting. USA with another big win. I watched the England game. That was a good time there. So everybody's loving the videos of all the Scottish people invading Boston. Everybody wants to stay there forever. It's been great. It's been the feel-good story of the last couple weeks. And, of course, we want you to get in on that story and place your bets over at Hard Rock Bet. They've got all kinds of fun profit boost going on there. You could bet in-game live as well. And, of course, they've got the no goals, no problem super sub, 2 promos designed to give you your best bets insurance all tournament long. And while you're at it, you can play some bets on Major League Baseball. I'm going with the Rays on the run line, -1.5, +118. Drew Rasmussen on the mound, one of the most underrated pitchers in baseball. We talked about him last week extensively. He's going against the Royals, too, a lineup that's banged up and missing some people in it. So as long as he doesn't give any home runs up to Jac Caglianone, we're in good shape here for Rasmussen. Welsh, where are you going for your best bet of the day?
No joke. Your bet was the one I was going to lock in. I moved away from it, but that was exactly the bet I was going to lock in. I ended up playing an under, and we're going to go with the Yankees and the Tigers under 8.5 runs. We are backing Framber Valdez and Garrett Cole. Framber only gave up 1 earned run in his last outing. I like Garrett Cole versus this Tigers offense, the Yankees offense. We'll see what version of Framber we get. We have to bank on the good Framber, but he has been weird. He has given up either 1 run or 4 runs in like 5 consecutive starts outside of this last one. It was 0, then 4, then 1, then 4, then 1, then 4. So hopefully it's not on the 4, but even if it is, if the Yankees, if the Tigers win, we're going to pull that out. But 8.5 under seems like a little too much runs with a judgeless Yankees and a really good pitching matchup. So that is my under for my Hard Rock bet of the day.
Bet $5, get 150 in bonus bets when you win your first bet, plus your winnings for new signups only at Hard Rock Bet.
Bogman told me he's going to a World Cup match in Texas. Tejas. I don't know.
Yeah, they're out there too.
It's like exciting. Some countries I've never
heard of.
How
do you get tickets for it?
We have a friend who the spoils of being rich that likes to go to fun things, and Bogman gets to go to said fun things. And Bogman likes to go to, I mean, I wouldn't know what I'm doing at a soccer game. I'd just be like,
I know what I'm doing. I'm singing songs and chanting along with new friends. That's
nothing I would rather do less than. Already going to as much as I love sports, going to like games and being in the chaos is one thing. Now put me to a sport that I don't really understand with chaos. Nah.
Well, I mean, you understand the basic gist of it.
I understand the basics.
I think it'd be one of those fun things to go to.
Goal.
It's right here in New Jersey, but the tickets are out of control.
Where'd you go?
So, because it's out of control.
You're doing fine.
Where'd you go? $1,000 to go to watch a World Cup.
Go watch some Scots.
100 degrees out here.
Who's near you?
I don't know.
Are the Italians in it?
No, they're not in it. The second time in a row, they're not in it.
Well, then I don't blame you.
This was a fun, meandering program today. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Like this video, subscribe to the channels. You know what to do. That'll do it for us. But the story of the game goes on for the Welsh. I'm Joey P, and I hate the cycle.
You do. That was a show on this. You hate the cycle?
Not
show?
No, I hate cycles. I didn't even think about that. There you go.
And I like you said the cycle too, like it was the literal show name.
What are you doing, Wrobleski? Come back.
We are laughing.
We must have you back, Wrobleski.